Hey you guys, welcome back to another episode of Resilient with your host, me, Wintertooth100. And in today's episode, we're gonna do... it's a little weird. Not as weird as last episode, but it's still a little weird. We are gonna go look at a project that I started in the last episode, which was that village. And a project that I finished off camera, which again is that village. You'll immediately notice something funny going on right here. We built the whole village. The whole village is up, and we're gonna go... Oh, I missed a block. I missed a single block. We're gonna kill this spider, because I really want a spider head. No luck. Okay. Apparently I missed one block and I didn't even notice. Must have ghost blocked on me? Because I swear I got... Anyway. So I have the same 5 buildings in the same spots that I plotted them out yesterday. The only addition, technically, I guess you can count as a 6 building is this little shack that I built around our little entrance to our tunnel. But something had to be put on it, so that's what happened. But we come through, none of the houses have like interiors, but that's fine. We just wanted to have some kind of village here. This house is pretty unique. It has an actual tower attached to it. The reason why the houses are empty is I like the idea of eventually making the map downloadable for anybody who really wants to, get their hands on the map and play it. I like the idea that there's houses here already. Oh, you're hiding, are you? Yep, you'll notice something else. We officially have mob griefing turned off. It's a thing we do here in Resilient, where once the dragon dies, or after a certain number of episodes, because for example, if the dragon died on like episode 2, we wouldn't turn it off then. But once the dragon dies, we disable the mob griefing, and that's because I build adventure maps here, and we don't want those to get blown up by players just running around trying to solve puzzles. That would actually be a really terrible thing. But we're just running through. You'll notice we're in a cemetery, so all the graves are kind of the same with the headstones. We come through. This is the Crypt Keeper's house. They're semi-functional. I mean, like, they have lights in them. Yeah, sure, some of the lights are on the floor. But, like, you can get up into them. So if you see a balcony, like, you will be able to, like, get up to that balcony from the inside. But we continue through. We have the general store here. The first house we looked at that was empty, that's the owner of the general store's house. We come through, we have a little, like, rose garden? It's just like a extra flower garden, like the big flowers. We have the farmer's house, and inside the farmer's house we have the horse area. I went a little nuts with the bone meal in here, and after doing so I realized that this is probably the one place I probably shouldn't have done a lot of bone mealing. The horses pretty much trample everything. I don't know if you guys have ever spent any time with any real life horses, but they kind of trample everything. But we come up through here. I actually really like this little zigzagging path we had to make. But then we come up to the barn, and it's pretty good. We went a little crazy in the hay department, and that's where I got lazy. That's where I decided, we're done. I've spent all night growing wheat and crafting hay bales, that I'm not gonna go find some animals to put in there. And then of course we come through and we have 4 scarecrows. That's it. I was gonna call them skeletons. We have 4 scarecrows in this wheat fields. We have 4 skeletons in this wheat fields. I could not think of the word wheat fields. I was paused there for like 60 seconds. Like, what is that word I'm trying to think of? It's wheat fields. It's 4 scarecrows in the wheat fields. And this is basically all I've been doing since the last episode ended. It's pretty cool. I'm actually kind of proud of it. I did my artificial walls around as much of this place as I could get. And for anybody who watched my either Resilient 1 period, or who watched specifically my old channel Gadriel, my artificial walls consist of lines of trees, 2 rows, sometimes 3 rows, and in one of the rows we use leaves to block off an actual way through. So it still functions as a wall, but if we come back over to the path, And we just keep your eyes on that rows of trees. You actually cannot really see. In fact, I don't think you can see at all. I mean, if you got a really keen eye, I can kind of make out some leaves right there between the two logs. But because it's all the same colors and it's all tree material, you can't tell that that's a wall. It just looks like a bunch of trees. And I really like those artificial walls that we make like that. This one's not really a wall, but because it's low enough, it acts like a wall for anything too tall. But yeah, that's kind of what we did for this village. Just added some artificial tree walls, put the buildings up, and got it all ready to go. So the only thing left to do in this area is place this one dirt block right there. That one block of dirt. Oh, and the castle. We have to finish the castle. Once the castle's done, we'll be able to officially move on. And in the meantime, we have a currency exchange, which is craving diamonds. So I'm going to do a several hours mining expedition, and that's why I grabbed all this iron for to make our beacon. And that is what we're going to do for pretty much the end of this video. So when we cut to the next little clip, it'll be the end of the video, sadly. Just wanted to talk about that village and show you that we are so close. The only thing left is this castle. So once we've done some mining for a few hours and hopefully got some diamonds down there, I'm going to continue working on this. And I'm really hoping that by tomorrow's episode, the next episode, we will be able to come in and put in the portal and go to the adventure map finally for the first time. So let me get to mining and I'll see you guys in a moment. Well, we didn't really find a whole lot of stuff, but I don't know, we did find some diamonds and lots of other materials. It just feels like we didn't find a whole lot of stuff this time around. So we're gonna break up all these diamonds with our Fortune 3, and we're gonna go put hopefully a good chunk of diamonds down into the currency exchange. I think I'm probably gonna favor doing the smaller currencies first. I don't know, that's tough. I don't know. The smaller currencies will be easier to keep stocked, and the larger currencies will be much tougher. Looks like we're one diamond shy. We're one diamond shy of being able to do one amethyst and one ruby. If I take my own personal collection, leaving 1 and 1 so they maintain their spaces. How many diamonds do I have? Man, not too much. Not too much. Let's go check the shops. Maybe we've made a sale. Well, we didn't make too much. We made 11 diamonds worth of sales. So let's get in here and hope that they're too dumb to follow us. And so we have a couple options. We can either divide them up and start buying sapphires from people, or the aquamarines, but I think those two will be used most commonly in their pure gem state, and so doing diamonds in them's probably not the best idea. I mean, the biggest part is it's really difficult to spend 64 diamonds at one time in the form of an amethyst gem, and it's also really hard to spend 32 diamonds at one time with a ruby. So the idea is to make it so we can exchange these. Now, we want to do a shop that's going to hopefully provide the monies that this exchange will run off of, but I want to donate some here to kind of help with hopefully some of the backlog. Maybe we'll get lucky and some of the other resilient members will be just as generous as I have been. That's 2.5 stacks of diamonds, guys. It's 2.5 stacks of diamonds to be able to buy 3 rubies from somebody or 1 amethyst from somebody. I mean, that's all my money. That's all my money. And speaking of all of my something, that's probably all of my time as well. So we're gonna have to wrap up the episode right here. The Village is pretty much done. I don't think there's anything else I'm going to do to this village. So that's exciting, which means the only thing left that we have to worry about is finishing the castle. And the castle is almost done as well. Or at least the interior. I keep working on it. We're up to the ballroom, which means there's only like 3 or 4 more floors after the ballroom. So we're not terribly far out, but we are certainly getting really close to our episode 35 cap. So I think I might take a hard left on the castle and try to focus on finding the perfect room to include the portal, and that way that's all ready to go. But I think that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you like, subscribe if you haven't, share with your friends, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in the next one.